Welcome in everyone to Flyover Footy. I'm Matt Baker, and this is our Kickoff to 2024 interview series. It was recorded at St. Louis City SC's Media Day on Thursday, February 16th. Please excuse any audio issues as this was more of a scrum, and full disclosure was one of our first attempts at this. Always a work in progress. So without further ado, our first interview was with midfielder Chris Durkin.
Chris, welcome to St. Louis. Curious, how has preseason been?
Yeah, I think it's been a really successful 3-4 weeks. I think the group has continued to gel well together. There hasn't been a ton of new additions to the team, which I think helps the chemistry. And everybody's been really welcoming to me, so I'm really happy.
Being one of those new additions yourself just a couple months ago, how quickly did the repertoire gain with your fellow teammates?
Yeah, it was I think pretty easy because I knew Klaus, Indy, Akil, and that always helps. These guys have great personalities, and it was really easy to find inclusion with those guys. So super easy, and credit to the players and to the staff and the coaching staff. So it's been great.
So can you talk a little bit about Klaus, your relationship with him prior to City? I think with the national team, the youth national team, there's a little bit more familiarity with Indy and Akil in them. But what's Klaus been like for you?
Yeah, Klaus is first and foremost a great guy, and we had about 6 months together in Belgium, and I really value that time with him. We learned a lot about each other, and we had a little give and go with. I spoke to him when he was about to go to St. Louis, and I spoke to him again when I was going to St. Louis. So it's been a nice back and forth. He's a great guy, a great player. Really excited to see that he scored a lot of goals last season, and that's something again he can do this year.
How did those conversations go? What did he tell you about St. Louis, and then years ago or last year, what did you tell him about America?
Yeah. For me, he said just it's a great situation, that I really like it. The play style will fit me well, and just it's a great group of guys. So that was the message from him, and then my message to him when he was going to the MLS was that would be a great fit for him. I think the league fits him well. He's a strong guy, obviously very efficient with his scoring last year. Even given with the injury, and luckily it seemed like I was right with that for him. I was so happy to see him have a great year last year, and looking forward to big things for him again this year.
For you, this preseason, how has this system been for you? How comfortable are you? And I guess what are your goals going into the season, both in positioning and what you hope to bring for City?
Yeah, I think my goal for this year with the team is just to bring more stability to the team. I think when you have a high pressing system like we do, you always want to make sure that midfield is locked down, and I think I can provide the legs under me to help with that, and just more of my experience. I'm starting to get up there and seasons played now, so I want to use those tools that I've learned to help this group, because it still is a young group, so it's easier for me to talk to others that are around my age, and just for goals for the year, I think they set a pretty high bar last year, and I don't see why we can't shoot for something like that again. I know we have the quality. The dominoes may not always fall in the same order, but I think the feeling around this team is making playoffs again and doing a better time than last time. So,
all right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.